Welcome back. So in this video we're going to be talking about the evidence that a medium gives and how the medium or the client makes that fit. So I'm sure that in some kind of way this is going to be controversial and a lot of you may or may not like it, but it is what it is, and it is about getting it out there and giving people an understanding of what mediumship is. And so we're going to go over this where a medium gives a statement and then the client or the medium try to make that statement fit. So I was inboxed a few days ago now, and with a busy diary, trying to get some scheduled videos out, one viewer asked what happens when the statement is given and the client or the medium make it fit. And I said, you know what, rather than answer this on inbox, we'll save it for a Q&A and I'll do a video for it. And that's this video. And what I mean is, like, the medium will do, like, for example, I have a mum here, and mum is late 60s and she has a breast cancer and all that kind of stuff, you know. And the client says yes, and the reading's up and running, you know, and you're going through the statements, and then the medium will say something like, they show me pizza. And the medium will say something along the lines of, I don't know why they're showing me pizza. And then the client may go, well, I had pizza for lunch. And then the medium will go, well, that's it. That's exactly what's happened. Your mum is showing me that she was with you around lunchtime and she did that in the form of pizza. Nonsense. Absolute rubbish. And so, do you know, I'm getting a little bit fed up with this kind of statement being classed as evidence. Mediums getting away with dropping into or not dropping, but moving their mind into the psyche. And they have no idea why they're being shown pizza. Kind of gives you the understanding that the medium's mind doesn't really operate with the spirit world in the way that they are telling you. If a statement comes into my mind and it's pizza from the spirit world, then my first question back to the spirit world is, what am I to do with that? What is that? What is the pizza thing that I'm aware of here? And after that will come an explanation, a sensory experience for me to make that into a proper statement. It's not about, well, I have no idea why. Well, you do have an idea why. The spirit world are hearing communication. They're communicating with the daughter in this example. So you do know why they're showing you it. And that's where it's come from. But what you haven't done is gone back and asked why you're being shown it, or what the relevance of the said thing is. In this example, the pizza. The likelihood is the spirit world didn't give them the pizza. They've shifted their awareness into the psyche energy, or they're just randomly plucking information from the ether around them, and they don't know what to do with it. They don't know how to package it. And so in that example, I would not give off the statement unless I have a full answer to give to my client. Now, a lot of clients, I'm sure many of you will agree and disagree, that when we're going into development, there are some clients that unless you pinpoint accurately say whatever it is, they'll say no to it. And in equal measure, you will have a number of clients that will accept anything within a radius of what you're saying. You know, like I have a small lady here. And what does small mean? I don't know what small means. Small to me could be 5.5 foot because I'm 6 foot tall. Small to someone that's 5 foot tall may be 4'2". So that in my understanding, that would be tiny in my reference space to give as a statement. So we're not giving it clarity, we're not presenting it correctly. If the spirit world are giving you it, you can go back and you can get more information and you can tidy up the statement. Your client would much prefer a pause while you're assessing the information that you are receiving and then giving it off and it being accurate, rather than looking very unprofessional and going, I don't know why, but they show me pizza. And the likelihood is they haven't showed them pizza. Now, I know there are some big names out there, some TV mediums, that work in this way, and they also say things like, well, they're just showing you that the spirit world are there in your everyday, is a complete and utter cop-out. It's not about showing them that they're in there every day. That it's a 7 to 10 minute in a public demonstration, or a 25 to 30 minute one-to-one reading that you have. And this is a moment for them to share their story. This is 7 to 10 minutes or 25 to 30 minutes of them proving to their loved one, I still exist, I am still here, and I am still going on. Let me show you by the information that I'm going to give to the medium that's trying to give me my voice. And they're not going to go, say pizza, say pee, say pee, say red car, say red car. They're not going to do that. Does that sound like the intelligence that mediums talk about of a spirit world? That doesn't sound intelligent to me. If you can get the colour of the car, then you can get the make of the car, then you can get the reg of the car, and you can get the owner of the car. If you can get the letter P, then you can get the second letter, the third letter, the fourth letter, so on and so forth. What's happening is you're in a state of panic and you're trying to place this in some way, but rather than go, no idea, I completely messed that up, right now I'm totally diluted with the idea of pizza, then mediums won't do that, because that makes them look unprofessional, or their ego takes a massive hit. Whereas it is much better just to go, yeah, I messed that up, I apologise, my mind went into dilution, my awareness become aware of pizza. The client would go, I've just had a pizza, can you believe that? And you go, oh right, that might be why my mind slipped into a psychic awareness, and let me move my mind and readjust and get your mum back. No, they won't do that. They'll be, well, the spirit world is showing you that here they are today in your world. When your job as the medium is to show them that they are there every minute of every day, and they are still in existence, their consciousness is still very much alive, not about making you look good or make you look like a medium when clearly you're not doing mediumship. So we have to tidy this up from both angles. As a client, if you're one of those clients that are like, well, I'm not giving them anything, then the mediumship is gonna be difficult for said medium. It's gonna be hard. And you're always going to be in development, but while you're attending circle and you're trying to get practice and learn presentation and all that kind of stuff that goes with development, then maybe express to the client, look, I don't feel like I'm completely dialed in right now, but where applicable, maybe offer a little bit of tolerance, So if a red car comes into the equation, you can look at a badge, or you can see who owns the car. It may be mum's car, and it was kept in a garage under wraps. She never drove it. It only had 13,000 miles on the clock, and you can get all this information. You can work with it. However, if you're a client that's like, well, no, it was a slightly off-red, the mileage was right, and it was kept in a garage under a blue tarpaulin, but actually it had 13,500 miles on the clock, then that's a little bit unfair. Maybe open up the tolerances a little bit for the medium now. However, if you're a client that will just accept car, yeah, they owned a car, but it weren't a red one. It had 150,000 miles on it, and it was battered because it sat on the road outside. Then again, the statement's not quite right. Don't give the medium it to that level. Don't be so willing to accept it, like the option that I gave with the pizza. Don't offer that you ate pizza for lunch. The sitting's not about you if you're there for communication. If you're there for the communication of your mum in the said example, and they're talking about what you ate for lunch that day, you're not having a mediumship communication. You're clearly having a psychic reading. Is that what you asked for? Is that what you paid for? Probably not if you've gone to a medium. So, it's very difficult from both sides, and trying to teach the three angles that this could be from the medium to a hard client to a more than willing client, shall we say. So the mediums out there, you know, if you're accepting that and you're packaging that off as the spirit world are doing it, you know, then that only you've got to live with that, haven't you? Me personally, I don't accept that. I don't like doing that. That doesn't show an intelligent spirit world that I speak of from a platform 3 or 4 times a week, or 3 videos a week from here, or with the clients that I'm working with. So I don't like to accept that as communication, and I certainly am not there to make it fit. I'm there to prove that their mum is there, and to do that to the best of my ability with the most factual, evidential sitting that I can offer in said scenario. So hopefully, to the viewer that asked, that clears this up just a little bit. And if not, get it in the comments and I'll try and clarify it a little bit more. Like it if you liked it. I'll obviously have my regular thumbs down for this on this one from the mediums that are obviously doing this. It is what it is. I make no apology for trying to bring standard into mediumship. Subscribe if you aren't already, and I'll see you all in the next video.